All right, guys, we got 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Please take a sit and wrap up your conversation right now. Thank you. Thank you. Grab your drinks.
Could you please just grab a seat and the agenda we will start very soon. Hello guys, please take a seat. Everyone. Hi, Austin. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, my name is Trudy, and I'm just feel so excited to be here. And I have seen many friends are sitting in front of me. And also, we know a lot of you guys we came Austin from all over the world, right? Because of the consensus. And the purpose for this moment we are here, it's all because of CUBE Network. On behalf of CUBE, I do appreciate your coming and your constantly support. Thank you so much. All right, so today we have our investors, partners, and the community members, and also developers. You guys are the contributors who has been constantly and firmly supporting us since the beginning. So actually, in the past of the few months, I have been asked many questions about what is CUBE Network, right? And you guys might think about what's the differences compared with the other layer one, right? So you guys are thinking about how is the product going? So, and what about the ecosystem? Actually, for our launch event today, I would like to point everyone's attention for the people, for the speakers on the stage later, because they're gonna be the best person to tell us everything about CUBE. All right, so first, I'm going to welcome our first speaker. His name is Greg. He's our friend from Republic. And as the lead investor, let's welcome him to give us the first speech. Welcome.
All right. Thanks for coming out, everybody. It's nice. I've seen a little heat, a little smile action. My name is Graham. As mentioned, I am with Republic. It's a pleasure to meet a lot of you. I think there's many people in the audience that we have not actually interacted with yet, so hopefully I'll get some time to say hi, exchange information. For anyone that doesn't know us, Republic does quite a bit of things within this industry. Our bread and butter has always been advisory, working with founders from the very beginning all the way through to liquidity, development. We have a public token sale platform where we can sell to non-US investors, US accredited as well. So we are very passionate about trying to break through the regulatory landscape and include the United States capital markets into all of this, as well as everything that's happening around digital securities. So if you go to our website, for example, you'll see that we do a lot of crowdfunding and things like that. But on the crypto side, we are basically looking to be as close to every fantastic founder that we can discover and spend all of our time, energy, and days to add to this industry and just make it a stronger place together. That very much leads us to our partnership that has been ongoing with CUBE. Very excited about it. Huobi has been a long-term friend and assistant to Republic, to all of our client portfolio projects, and we are very thrilled to continue this relationship. That being said, the CUBE team, who sits in the front here, reached out to us, told us about their dream to really reshape their brand image, to create a new chain, a modular chain that's very interoperable. And I will say that just seeing a lot of the people here that are in attendance and are planning to port over, it is very exciting. So as the lead investor, we are thrilled to support everything going on here, to work to bring as many clients onto the CUBE chain as possible, and to make this thing a shining success. So if anybody is interested in seeing if we can help on anything that you're doing, anything that you're building on CUBE chain, by all means, feel free to stop me. We will be here. We will be thrilled to talk to all of you. So with that being said, thank you so much, CUBE, for having me here and giving me a moment just to say hi. Really excited for, I think, what's going to happen in this building period. There's probably no better time to actually start a project to be able to go heads down, build, and then in the next bull market, just come out with guns a-blazing. So really excited, and be sure to stop me, and I would love to talk to everybody. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Because Grant later on he has to go early, so that's why we have Grant to help us to make the opening speech. And so far, actually, I'm going to welcome our first speaker from CUBE Network. His name is Brian Besson, and he is the Chief Operating Officer with CUBE. He has great experience on building ecosystem in Web3 space. He will help us to go overall cognition to CUBE and bring us more information from the operation perspective. Let's welcome Brian. Yeah, I have seen you are standing there.
Thank you very much, Trudy. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Hope to speak with you after the event here and get some chance with one-on-one with everyone. So want to introduce myself first and then introduce a few of the things that we're doing at CUBE. So thanks for the kind words, and looking forward to working closely with you guys. Again, my name is Brian. As she mentioned, I'm the new COO of the company. Excited to be part of the ecosystem that we're building here. My background is, I was born in the States, raised in South America and Peru, and have lived most of my life outside of the United States. Started my career in traditional finance, so working at Morgan Stanley many years ago in the mailroom while I was still in college, and went on to become a futures trader, and did several other really cool tech projects in between then and finding Bitcoin in late 2015. And it's kind of an interesting story. I was working in Bogota, Colombia at the time, and one of my friends calls me up and he says, bring cash, we're buying Bitcoin. And that's how it all started for me. So I'm super excited to be here tonight with you guys and introduce what we're doing at KubeChain. I'm going to try and be brief because I'd rather speak with you guys afterwards and get some one-on-one time with some of the people out there. But I really want to go over some of the key reasons why I joined. And I recently left a pretty large exchange. I was the managing director of a large exchange for the Latin American region. And during my time there, I saw some really cool things being launched. We launched P2P platform, C2C platform, many call it. We launched Pay product. We launched Chain of Our Own at that time. And I got to see some pretty cool firsthand ways that this is being built and participate in some pretty cool projects. And I swore I would never go back and work directly on a project like this when I left. And here I am 3 months later and super excited to help lead the team along with Jake, Wesley, and the rest of the amazing team. So. And here's what brought me over, and here's the reasons why I'm happy to be here. I believe that the future of what we're about to build here is very similar to when I got out of college in 1997. The internet was just coming up. People were not looking at encyclopedias and National Geographic as much anymore. They started looking at computer screens and eventually phones. And that's really what's happening here, but instead of information, we're about to start trading value. Like nobody's business, like easier than emails, and it's about to get crazy. And so when I saw what Leo and the rest of the team were building, I was excited just to be in the same room with these kind of people that are some of the leaders in ZK rollups, for example, or some of the other collaboration. And we have our own chaos consensus that we're working up and we're scheming over here. But at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're trying to bring amazing experiences to users in Web3. And that's really what this is all about. And so I think our architecture, separating the layers out, which is something that a lot of the layer ones are looking to do with layer 2 and with whatever, we're building it from the beginning to make sure that it's going to fly when there's tons of people using it. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there that have bad experiences with what we have today. And it's not because it's bad products or bad chains or bad layers or bad dApps. It's because we don't have the highways and the infrastructure that we need to support what we're trying to build. And so, rather than giving a speech and going through a bunch of PowerPoints and I'm gonna show you some slides. Don't worry, we're gonna have a couple of those. But at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're building an amazing experience for users of Web3, and we're doing this by separating the layers out as the first kind of cool thing I think we're doing. So the execution layer, the settlement layer, and then the data availability layer, which seems to be one of the key bottlenecks that we're trying to solve for. And someone trying to get a $100,000 loan for something they really need, and someone trying to send a monkey picture to another guy, they shouldn't be competing on and it's crazy. And that's what we're going to fix. So we're about to do some amazing things. I'm going to throw up some slides here and go over some stuff. But like I said, I'm here more to thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for supporting us. We're very humbled that we have so many amazing people in the room and helping join us in building what we're trying to build. So thank you guys for coming out. Before we move on to the slides, I think this is the coolest slide we have because it shows a little bit about what we've been able to accomplish. And so we've been working on this for quite some time. I joined the company 2 months ago, so I'm pretty new at this. I'm coming in. I think it's really cool. I'm still learning, and what the team has built is amazing. But we launched our testnet in early May, and during that time, in the last month, basically, because it's not more than a month ago, we were able to do 2 million transactions on our testnet. We were able to get over 150,000, 144 something thousand separate addresses making transactions on our testnet. So we feel pretty good about the start. We also launched our mainnet this week, the 6th, and then we follow that the next day by a listing on Huobi. And I think the top of the triangle shows that, and that's really not the most important thing to us, but it doesn't hurt to have it work right out of the gates. So moving on, I want to talk a little bit about the ecological construction. So there's a couple things that we're really fired up to help and to bring to to the industry, and some people are doing some of this already, but we are trying to roll it all up into one, which is bring the value to the users. And that's why you see the triangle upside down in all of our stuff, is because we want to turn that on its head and bring the value to the users. And if we can do that, we feel like we're going to have a really good chance of being one of the most important chains out there. Ecological construction. So we're going to share gas, we're going to have grants, we're going to have hackathons, but one beyond that, my idea is to do what some others are doing out there and have a really amazing hacker house that moves around, that's a pop-up, where we bring the best developers to help us build this cool stuff and integrate with all the cool people that I see in this room here today. Moving on, the protocol has a plan, and we have a pretty aggressive plan to hit some amazing numbers, but I have a personal goal that I'd like to share at this point, and I'm focused on bringing the next billion users as soon as possible over to Web3. And I think we can do that, and I think we're going to be a big part of that. And then I want to bring the next $10 trillion over. So we're trying to make a major paradigm shift here, and those are the kind of numbers I think that's going to be the next catalyst for a real major run. And then, I just want to, before closing and giving it over to the rest of the team, because, we have some pretty amazing speakers. Wes is going to talk, Jake is going to talk, and, I'd rather hear what they say than me blab on to you guys all day. But, wanted to mention one of the really cool dApps that we've brought over. I think of this as Equifax for Web3. Like, if you're doing stuff in the metaverse, on the web, how do you prove that? How do you get credit for that? How does that benefit your life? And these guys seem to have that solved. They're working really closely with us, and we're excited to have them on board. So I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna finish up by letting you guys know that I really do want to talk to everyone here. If anyone needs me, I'm gonna be here until Sunday. I'm happy to pop out of the convention, have a meeting, have a coffee. I just want to let you guys know what we're up to, and the level of passion and commitment that our team has. I mean, we have some of the best and smartest minds working on this, and I'm not one of them. I'm just the humble servant of crypto. So thank you, guys. I'm going to bring Trudy up again, and thank you so much, Trudy. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brian, and thank you, everyone. Yeah, and like Brian mentioned, right, we have seen the growth of Cube in the first month. And in the future, I believe it's going to be predictably better. So for the next, we're going to welcome Jake Stolarski, and the head of technical commission with us. Jake has incredible progress in crypto trading and investment before. I'm going to hand over the microphone to him and let Jake make the self-introduction and share with us his idea about Cube. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Everyone hear me okay? All right, welcome to Austin. Welcome y'all to Austin. I get to say y'all because I'm from Texas, and I invite everyone else to say y'all because honestly, it makes more sense than you plural. So I invite you, say y'all more. Thank you everyone for being here. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's traveled so far to be here. Just a round of applause for you traveling across the world. Thanks for being here. So I think if there's one major takeaway from you sitting here and thinking about what Cube is a modular blockchain. And what we're seeing right now is a lot of alt L1s in this cycle making changes that they would have, if they had the chance to start over, they would have started over with a modular blockchain. And I want to emphasize something that Graham said, which is now is the time to be building. This is the perfect time for Cube to be launching because we get the chance to start over with a modular blockchain and have things easy to port over, EVM compatibility, things that are concessions that other L1s would have made had they launched now. So, the saying, standing on the shoulders of giants. Well, we've have the benefit of standing where we are, of seeing how L1s succeeded and how they failed, and how the communities within each of those have either been encouraged to build or discouraged to build. And right now, we want to make this as simple as possible for bringing new projects over, porting projects, existing projects over, new projects to effectively build as easily and as seamlessly as possible on Cube. So yeah, app chain specific blockchain. So what this means is that if anyone in here wanted to spin up a blockchain, you shouldn't have to think about all of the costs, the economic costs of running your own consensus network and validation nodes. You should be able to have distributed consensus and distributed exchange happening without needing to go through the labor of having, the right amount of BFT set nodes on your particular chain to have a very local and application specific blockchain. The benefit of this is that you can see where this will benefit anyone in the unbankable countries, or somebody who wants to use their start up a payment system that is just within 10 people or so. You wouldn't have to go through the labor of setting up your own consensus networks to do so. And foundation first, this is only possible to be able to have a blockchain that hosts both very economically important transactions, like Brian said, taking out a loan, in DeFi. You shouldn't have somebody taking out $1 million loan competing for the same block space as somebody who is trying to mint an NFT. It's just, when you think about it now, it seems so obvious, but we didn't know these things until very recently, when you sort of trial by fire, breaking the chain through effectively just putting it through tests. So when we see chains fail, or we see chains shut down, it's usually sort of these chains are a victim of their own success. So we have chains that are effectively breaking because they're being used too much, or there's a mint that's going too well. If you built that L1 with modular in mind, effectively you could avoid any of these breakages because you wouldn't have incredible amounts of competition for block space. So the takeaway of all of this is blockchains should have been modular from the beginning, and now we get a chance, with the incredible support of everyone in this room and all of these dApps and Huobi, to be able to kind of encourage people to come over. And so I think I'm just going to skip through these because I don't want to bore everyone with some of this stuff. But you can just see the benefits of segmenting out the consensus layer from the data availability layer from the execution layer. Those all shouldn't be the same monolithic support. So for me, I'm just incredibly excited about what this means when it comes to bringing in new users, bringing in new applications, because we've seen several times in the last, 6 months, what happens when a successful NFT project or a successful game halts a network or shuts down a network. It seems so counterintuitive, right? Why should things that are doing the best be the things that break the chain? And so if you thought about an analogy of that, so think about if we're all in a single room, right? And there's a board meeting happening right next to a meditation exercise, right next to a live concert, right next to somebody's 16th birthday party, and we're all trying to exist in the same room. Obviously, one of those things is going to win out, and the noise is going to be the loudest from probably the concert. So, if you think about modular blockchains, it's just creating separate rooms for each of these activities to take place. Then there's no competing for sort of block space in this monolithic sense. You can just be competing with people that are there's a yoga rooms renting the same the same square footage space in the next room. So that's the analogy that I like to go with is block space is not one size fits all. And so when you start thinking about building an L1 from the perspective of build out different rooms for each application flavor, then you are setting up your L1 for much more success down in the future. So this is just kind of like how it looks from a technical perspective. There's plenty more for you to see on white papers and docs and websites. But I just want to share again how excited I am to be here, and happy to talk to anyone and all of you one by one after these presentations. And I'm going to hand this over to the next speaker. So thanks so much for listening to me. Thanks so much for sharing the excitement of CUBE, and I'm really looking forward to talking to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Jake, for bringing us the different angle of the cube. And the thing is quite attractive for me. I mean, cube is attractive for me. It's as a modularized blockchain, a cube with the monolithic solution. It is really unlimited and evolutionary in the industry. So thanks, Jack, again. And before we move to the next speaker, is there anyone watched The Matrix before? Anyone? Yeah, I see Bryce showing my hand. Okay, anyone watched Matrix, right? I think you guys must remember the most impressive character. Her name is Trinity, right? For me, Trinity is brave and believable. Actually, why I mention it? Because we also named our chief marketing officer as the same name. And she is the one who lives in the Cube metaverse. So now let's connect to the Trinity and to see what she's gonna share with us. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to CUBE launch celebration. What is the CUBE? CUBE is a high-performance, scalable layer 1 public chain with modular architecture, which supports both multi-chain and cross-chain. CUBE is fully compatible with the EVM and Cosmos ecosystem, supporting a seamless migration of applications within these ecosystems. CUBE's technical innovations and advantages are mainly focused on the following points. The first one is modular layered architecture. CUBE has layered execution layer, settlement layer, and data availability layer for higher scalability. Second, proprietary collaborative rollup. CUBE creates an efficient, low-cost, and secure transaction environment. Third, chaos consensus, which is combining high throughput, decentralization, security, and fast transaction confirmation. Fourth, nonlinear infinite storage. CUBE provides cost-effective permanent storage and fast access to data, achieving higher security and decentralization. Fifth, innovative time-crossing protocol. CUBE enables cross-chain interoperability and is compatible with Cosmos IBC and EVM. With a vision to help more people enter the Web3 world, CUBE adheres to the principle that innovation shapes the future and upholds an inclusive and open-minded attitude. Through working together with all parties in the ecosystem, our mission is to build a new blockchain world that is fair and rewarding for everyone. CUBE's brand orientation is network for Web3 apps and protocols. CUBE's vision is help to lead more people and organizations from Web2 to Web3. The core values of CUBE are as the following. First, innovations shape the future. Second, build a fair programmable society. Get back what you put out. Third, more countries and regions, more cultures and customs, more skins and races, more faith and beauty. Inclusiveness will make the world a better place. Fourth, Web3 is bringing a more deep internationalization, namely internationalization of consensus and value circulation. We also believe that internationalization will facilitate the development of CUBE. As for the brand meaning of CUBE, we hope the following illustrations can help you understand more. First, CUBE means unlimited variety, unlimited possibilities. As we all know, the ordinary Rubik Cube 3-dimension combination puzzle has only 26 qubits, and only 20 of them can change their position. But it gives you about 432.5 trillion variations, possible combinations. If you could spin a Rubik Cube 3 times per second, regardless of the repetition, you would need to spin 454.2 billion years to solve all the combinations of the cube. That's about 30 times more than the estimated age of the universe. The second meaning of the brand is Mobius. From 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional implies that Web3 will inevitably lead the human dimension transition and truly build a multi-dimensional land, multi-layer matter universe. The third one, modular architecture, technical features. The fourth, the color green, is the color of hope, full of hope and faith.
All right. Yeah, something new, right, guys? I know maybe you guys are not interested with the Trinity on the screen, but actually we prepared the iPad at back. If you guys want, you can interact with the Trinity on the iPad. So if you have any questions and any of the member with the Cube t-shirt, they are more than happy to help you guys. All right, so for the next, Wesley. Yeah, Wesley is here already. Yeah, so let's welcome our dearest friend, Wesley Xia. He's our CBDO with the Cube. Yeah, please welcome to the stage to say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Awesome. Sorry, I saw this mic would be a little bit less noisy. Hello, everybody. My name is Wesley. I'm the CDO for Cube. I hope everybody's doing good today. And let's wait for my deck to get pulled up. It's already here. This is not my deck. My deck is a different one. It's pretty hot out here, huh? I know a lot of you guys are coming from like Singapore, Canada, and other places. So thank you guys for taking the afternoon coming over here today. So how many of you guys are builders? Raise your hand. Builders. Any builders in this room? Oh, I see a few, right? Okay, cool. So let me ask some of you guys a question, right? You in the colorful shirt. As a builder, what is the most important thing for you guys to build on layer 1? Huh? Security, right? Okay, cool. Security is definitely some of the most important thing that we're doing here on Cube as well. I was actually just joking with the guy. Hey, Pablo, yeah. So we have some amazing founders and coders coming in here today to show the support. And of course, do we have the deck? Okay, yeah. So of course, I wanted to showcase some of the strategies and approaches that we're going about to build Cube from a business development perspective. Now, from a global outreach perspective, we will target majority of the community hub all across the world. We'll target all of the momentums such as hackathons, developer conferences as well. And I'll go down in depth about the amount of the conferences that we're covering. Next up, we have tailored services. Now, the folks you guys see around the rooms that have the Cube t-shirt on, those guys are basically 24/7 supporters that will be able to sustain the ecosystem together with us, no matter if you're a builder, if you're an investor, if you're an ecosystem provider or a KOL in the space. And moving forward, we're also plugged into more than 1,000 or 100 more than different ecosystem partners to really ensure the onboarding process of each protocol. So right now, I just want to dive down a little deeper into the global outreach. So right now, we have covered almost over 4 continents and over 12 different regions. This year, we have went to over 30 different blockchain events and interacted with more than 1,000 different blockchain building teams. So we can be pretty confident when we're saying that we know the needs and the want of different developers, the communities, and we're here to support each and every single one of you guys. We have also established connections and funnel partners with over 5 ecosystems and firm connections with over 250 different protocols. Now here is in terms of the support that we can provide from a development perspective. In terms of developers, we have tailored customized services to all of our developers. We have all of the marketing support you can tap into as a protocol to get your voice out there. And of course, we have the operational services as well, where we can help monetize the growth and the strategies of each and different protocols as well. So in terms of ecosystem expansion, how can we do that, right? The way we're going to do it is by onboarding some of the top tier projects that are in the landscape that can help us to push the momentum forward and leverage the blockchain ecosystem. Next up, we'll incubate great projects that are able to tailor fit the next era of Web 3.0, very much like Andrew and Graham talked about earlier. And we also have an investment fund that we will be approaching in Q1 2023 or starting Q2 2023. And of course, Republic is going to help us with that, right? Thank you very much, sir. Next up, we have partnerships. We are planning on expanding our relationships all across different geographic regions with different operational capacities as well. And we will offer grants to those ones that really like to build on top of an innovative layer 1. Moving forward, these are some of the geographic approaches and strategies that we will be able to provide and to do. Basically, we are leveraging into our existing strategic partners. We have a lot of compliances in Japan to tap into the Japanese crypto market. We also have a very securitized and also transparent infrastructure. Not only that, we also have a DIT monetization to help us keep track of the user data and user behavior. So yeah, that being said, I don't want to bore you guys too much. I got some T-shirts over here. I'll toss it over. So let's see who will be the lucky few that gets the CUBE T-shirt. Okay? All right. All right. Yeah, I know. All right, I'll toss one over here. All right. Thank you guys very much for attending the event.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Wesley. Yes, and thanks again for the team, for Jake, for Brian, and for the Trinity in the Metaverse, for Wesley. They already presenting us the inspiring speech from CUBE Network. And I believe CUBE will grow successfully only with our dedication towards the same goal. That is, lead more people and organizations from Web 2 to Web 3 space. And today, we also have our investors at Republic. You guys already see they did the opening speech. And we also have Huobi Global. And both of them, they are our lead investor. The following, we have the Synergy. We have Struck Crypto. We also have Emirates Consortium invested us. And each of them is a necessary part of a successful story. That's what I believe. And now, I would like to invite them, every one of them, to come to the stage. I have seen Lily Zhang. She is the CFO of Huobi Global. Yeah, are you ready to share it? Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to be here. I'm Lily Zhang, CFO of Huobi Global. Actually, I think my speech is very short. And today we are here to celebrate the launch of CUBE, whose ambition is to be the world's leading Web3 blockchain. Huobi is a true believer of Web3. So we will plan to invest 2 or 3 public chains this year to support the whole Web3 world. And CUBE is the most important one. I think CUBE has created a very flexible, secure, and developer-friendly environment for all of you. And welcome to CUBE. I hope everyone can get your position, your protocol in CUBE. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And for the next, we have Jerry. He's the founder and the managing partner with synergies. And let's welcome Jerry. Are you ready?
Thank you. Definitely a very nice space. I feel like this is, I'm the MC of Wesley's wedding, huh? It's, the layout, yeah. So I'm Jerry. I'm the founder of Synergis. So we're an early stage venture firm, and we adopt a pretty unique hybrid fund-to-fund strategy for investing into the space. This is because we wanted to gain concentrated exposure into breakout companies while maintaining kind of the diversification across verticals and across ecosystems and across geography. So we currently are invested with 14 managers, 14 funds, and we have also a direct investment strategy getting into kind of potential category leaders just like Cube. We currently have a little over 450 portfolio companies that are all looking for a home to build, and we think the current monolithic framework is not the ideal ones to build. We think to get kind of echo what Graham was talking about, we think the next kind of mass adoption will come from building a bigger ecosystem in terms of the digital culture side. We think it's building a convergence of culture, art, media, social, and e-commerce is where we will get the next billion users. And to think about the current landscape, we have about a 200K NFT kind of active investor, trader, user would break top chains like Ethereum. And to gain that, kind of to improve that using the hardware approach of having a better hardware to accommodate larger transaction volume is not really the way to go, because that's at the sacrifice of sacrifice of the decentralization and security, because the single point of failure is too big, as we can see in the current kind of the downtime of some of the monolithic layer ones that focuses on high TPS. So we think integrating the modular chains through the execution, data availability, and the consensus layer, each optimized kind of for the scalability and for the interoperability is really the way to go. So that's why we're invested with Cube, and we're looking forward to bring 450 portfolio companies ours to build on Cube instead of any other monolithic chains. So happy to talk any of the builder to kind of see why we are going to be built on Cube. Thank you. And Wesley.
Hey everybody, if you're back there grabbing food, I don't mind that at all, but please come back after you're done grabbing food and just sit back. Thank you.
All right, so let's move on to the next investor, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew is also the founder of Republic, and he will be the next one to give us the speech. Let's welcome Andrew. Welcome, Andrew, guys.
Hello. Thank you. I think one of my colleagues up here earlier, Graham, was a lot better looking than I am, but super happy to be here. I'm from Republic Crypto. We're a vertically integrated crypto investment bank. We're known for our advisory arm. We're also one of the largest tokenization platforms globally, built over a dozen multi-billion-dollar token ecosystems. Yeah. Also a token sale platform, one of the larger token sale platforms. We do 1 to 2 token sales a month. We're also the only token sale platform that can sell to US retail investors, puts us in a really, really unique position. We're own wallet product, and we're also one of the largest infrastructure providers globally across a variety of larger chains. We're really heavy on the infrastructure side. We are advisors, close partners to groups like Avalanche, Algorand, Matic, Polygon, Solana, so on and so forth, and now Cube. So we're super happy to be supporting Cube and the rest of the Huobi family, which we've been super close with now since all the way back to 2017, 2018, and super excited to see what what Wesley's able to put together and build here over the next couple of years. We look at this as a super, super long-term relationship. We completely agree with the vision and identifying this as really modular being the primary movement in the next cycle as far as infrastructures go. So happy to chat with anyone. We can get as technical as you want, since I'm an engineer, so we can dive into that if you want to. But you guys are here to really witness something special, so super excited to be part of it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you for your support to Cube team. And for investors, we also have Struck Capital. Is there anyone here? Do we have the representative from Struck Capital? All right, so let's pass to the last investor. His name is Nasser, but unfortunately now he's based in Dubai, but he prepared a video to say hi to everyone. So let's see what he want to share with us.
Hi everyone, this is a quick message on DeepTime Cube team. Just want to say congratulations on the amazing launch of the Cube network. I know how much work has been put into this, so this is an amazing milestone to be celebrated. And it's just the kickoff or the beginning to an amazing journey of innovation and disruption of the entire ecosystem. It's very unfortunate that I couldn't be there with you guys, but I'm at the same time very happy for what has been achieved to date, and I'm super excited for what's happening. I don't want to run into the technical side of it, as I'm sure the team will speak enough about the amazing solutions that Cube is bringing to the space. I mean, just solving for the dilemma of security, scalability, and decentralization is, in and of itself, an amazing thing to tackle. And that's something that every single chain or every single layer one has been struggling with in this space today. So solving for this is really going to be disruptive for the entire space. And this product really will become really when we dive more into the what scalability is going to become, a very important thing, inevitable for every chain to get into, and that's where Cube will flourish. I mean, apart from the technical side, I just want to really talk about the team, because for me, that's the most important thing. The technology is very important. Who's building the technology, right? The team is very important, and that's one of the main channel he sent me. He's only plugged into one line. He's not plugged in left and right. So I'm like, he's only plugged into one line. And you're plugged into the one line that he's not feeding into. And if I crank it all the way over, it's going to bring the block volume way down. If you have your other one, I can plug it into auxiliary and then give you an auxiliary set. That other XLR. Yes. They're just an amazing team. Super smart people, very down to earth, hard working, they know what they're doing. And really what they care about is two things, right? Innovation and creating value for users. And I think that's the main thing to focus on if you really want and enjoy, everyone.
He just arrived a little bit late, but he's here now. So everybody, please put your hands together for Adam Struck.
Thank you, Wesley. Sorry, my wife is 39 weeks pregnant right now, so there's a little touch and go. I didn't know if I could actually make it, but I'm here. So hopefully she doesn't go into labor during this speech. So a little bit about myself. Like Redbird Capital, minority owners of the Boston Red Sox and Liverpool, and have a bunch of Hollywood types in the fund as well, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Hopefully, you guys have heard of him. So yeah, you know, the Cube Chain team, we were extremely impressed with just sort of the way that they're solving the blockchain trilemma problem. Most L1s that we speak to, they look at their sort of layer 2 scaling solution almost as an afterthought. They focus only on L1. Cube Chain kind of came to us, you know, from the get-go with their L2 embedded in their L1, which solves the data availability problem. So from our perspective, that was some really robust and unique core technology innovation that we actually hadn't seen before. But you know, I think core technology innovation is not enough to actually, you know, create an L1 that scales and achieves escape velocity. It's really, really important to nail the go-to-market. So from our perspective, the fact that there's been such robust support from Huobi and the Huobi ecosystem, Huobi is an LP of ours as well in Struck Crypto, we just felt like there were a ton of synergies. So real pleasure to be here. Hope you're all keeping yourself cool. And yeah, hope to see you around. Thank you.
See you around. Yeah, thank you so much. I can take over the microphone. All right. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I know. Yeah, the weather is too hot, and it's not easy for us to focus on the presentation on the stage. Yeah, but I do appreciate everyone. You are coming and you are supporting us. Okay, so yeah, once again, thank you so much for all the investors and partners for witness the milestone of Cube Network today. With the creative team and with the strong investment background, most important with the support from all of you guys, I believe Cube will create more and more milestones in the future. And I wish to see you guys in all our conference, hackathon, and our party, online, either offline. Yeah. All right, so our launch event will be until here, but the party will open until the night. I hope you guys just enjoy the conversation and to make more friends here. And so lastly, shall we just make a group picture together? Yeah, so let's just come to the stage to make a group picture. Hello, guys. Let's make a group picture on the stage. Gigi, Esther, can you also help to ask the guests at back? Just come to the stage to make a group picture. Thank you. Yeah, oh my God.
Say anything too, I can.
I think that just 就让他们一起拍照就好了。那我们也一起跟他们拍。Wesley, come to take the picture. 我们一起拍照。Thank you guys. Thank you so much.